Well, it's finally here. It's Breeders' Cup Week in Lexington. Today, the fields were drawn at Rupp Arena. All 14 races were set. An all-star crowd was on hand, including UK's head men's basketball coach, John Calipari, who helped in pulling the pills for the Breeders' Cup Classic. 8 were entered, and the field is set with undefeated Flightline, the heavy favorite at 3-5. He'll break from post number 4 with second choice Epicenter at 5-1 outside of him in post number 6. Derby winner Rich Strike breaks from the outside post, and his trainer Eric Reed thinks this is one of the best fields ever for the Breeders' Cup Classic.
I think it's a rock solid field. I don't know if there's a weak link in the field. So many good horses that are on the pace, a lot of middle-paced horses, and then some horses that'll be able to pick the pieces up at the end. It's truly one of the top classics I can remember.
And of course, we will have coverage of that starting tomorrow morning at 6:45. Now, the Wildcats had a tough trip to Knoxville. Not only did they lose on the field, but one of their defensive leaders in the heart of the defense, DeAndre Square, was injured in the loss as well. How serious was that injury and how long will he be out is the big question now. Here's Chris Bolton with more on the Square injury.
Kentucky entered the Tennessee game the healthiest they have been in weeks, but it's safe to say that is not the case anymore as they get ready to take on Missouri. The injury bug reared its ugly head again, biting Kentucky where it hurts. Now with linebacker DeAndre Square uncertain to play Saturday against the Tigers.
With DeAndre, it's doubtful. But you don't know. You put some medicine in there, ice it up, and maybe. But chances are he's not going to play, and so we'll be. DeAndre is a great leader. He'll still have a great impact, and Trevin will step up and play well.
In case Square is unable to play on Saturday, linebacker Trevin Wallace looks to step up and fill in his role. Head coach Mark Stoops describes him as a strong, physical, athletic player. We'll see if he can bring that athleticism to the field on Saturday to help the Cats bounce back and get the win over Missouri. Reporting in Kroger Field, I'm Chris Bolton, ABC 36 Sports.
Thank you so much, Chris. As Coach says, it's next man up. Well, coaching in the Southeastern Conference is as tough a job as there is in college football. Auburn head coach Brian Harsin learned that the hard way today. Auburn has fired Harsin as its head coach after less than 2 seasons. The news comes before Auburn is expected to name Mississippi State's athletic director John Cohen. You might remember him from being Kentucky's baseball coach as its new AD. The Tigers are 3-5 this season and on the verge of missing its first bowl game since 2012. Harsin's time with Auburn ends with a record of 9-12. And for the second consecutive week, E.K.U. quarterback Parker McKinney has been named the co-offensive player of the week following his impressive performance against 15th-ranked Southeast Missouri on Saturday. McKinney threw for a career-high 398 yards, completing 35 of 42 passes. He also ran for 2 scores, leading the Colonels to a 28-23 victory. And that's your sports this Tuesday morning. Enjoy the rest of your day.